Howdy there, Pipe Pals. This is Bill coming at you from Reviews by Bill. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, I guess I'll just talk a little. This is probably just going to be a 15-minute ramble. Flowing with the Guinness Extra Stout. So I was on spring break. Last week I went out to, not this last Thursday, but the Thursday before, the 6th, I went out to Arizona for some LA Dodgers spring training. Cheers, malt mates. So buddy and I went out there. We were out there, Thursday to Monday night, real late Monday night, and then I just crashed at his place back in Los Angeles until Tuesday, and I came back down to San Diego on Friday morning, and I have worked Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and tonight, 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., which is ridiculous. I'm exhausted, but it's good. You know, I gotta get the money. School starts again tomorrow. I don't have class on Mondays. I don't know, this is going to be a strange ramble. My grandparents are 89 and 87, respectively. And on any given day, I'm either grandson, son-in-law, friend, houseworker, whatever. My grandfather's, he's just old, you know, so that's tough to watch. And my grandmother, you know, remembers the glory days of what would be the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. And it's tough for her to watch him deteriorate from dementia. So when I go over there, I just kind of hang out, and it takes a lot of patience, and it's really tough to watch. But you don't want to not go over there and then regret it, you know, so I try to do my due diligence because I owe them an immeasurable amount of myself, my time, everything. I mean, they've been behind me every step of the way. So that's kind of tough. What else? The Dodgers look like they're going to have a good baseball team this year. Las Vegas has them as 5-1 to win the World Series. Or was it make the World Series? I don't know. I think it was to win. They start the season, they landed today in Australia to play 2 games against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So that kind of sucks. They're only televising 1 game out here in California from down under. Yesterday a friend texted me, and I hadn't seen this person in a year and a half, something like that. She's out here on a work visa from England, and I think she's a permanent resident now. She's super awesome. When I was at work, and she said, "Hey, you ought to come out tonight." And I said, "You realize I get off at like 10:30, then I got to go back out to a residential neighborhood to my school and shower, and then I would have to go to wherever you are." And it turns out she and some girlfriends were at a pub 30 miles from where I live. And I wasn't that tired. I showered. I took some leave. I had a headache. Felt pretty good. So I went out there, and I got there at like 11:30 and the cover on this pub had dropped to like $5. So I just gave the guy at the door, the bouncer, my $5 and went in. And I didn't have anything to drink. I was tired from work, and so I hung out with her and some of her friends, and then her friends left, and it was just the two of us. And I don't know. We went back and had some drinks at her place and hung out or whatever, and she let me crash, and then got breakfast and whatever. Just had a nice time. It was really cool seeing her, so that was fun. Had some Guinness last night, and some Angry Orchard, which is pretty good hard cider if you've never had it. I think it's better than Red's Apple Ale. It's like 5% alcohol by volume. I smoked my Caminetto from Val Shanahan when I was in Arizona, and I think I've dedicated it to be an English pipe. Excuse me. The bowl is huge, and I hadn't really realized it, but I put some Sutler Fieldmaster in it, and I don't really feel like staining out the English Latakia flavor, so hell, it's an English pipe. What else is new? My birthday is this week. I feel old. A bunch of the people I work with are 19, 18, 17, 20, 21. I'll be 23. Don't know how I feel about that. I'll probably listen to Blink-182. They did a song called What's My Age Again on repeat because it's about being 23. I think I'm going to go to dinner to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. It's a very good steakhouse, and I think they're all over, but there's only two in San Diego I know of. There's one in LA. It's a nice place, you know. You got to dress up and whatnot, but they do this steak. It's a cowboy bone-in ribeye, and I always get the potatoes au gratin, which is basically just scalloped potatoes in a side dish, you know. And so I basically have my favorite steak on the planet with the least healthy potato dish. Potatoes au gratin is like real thin potato scallops almost. They look like a soft, like Lay's potato chip almost, and they're layered in a pan, and they got butter and cheese, and some people like sour cream with them. They're so good, but they're so fattening. So that's what I always get. I've had me, my parents, and my grandparents, the five of us have gone out, I think since I went to college. I've been kind of doing this tradition of going to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. And the steak is very good, but the thing that drives me up a wall with steak, say you go somewhere and you get steak, and it's really good, and you get New York strip, Angus, blackened, whatever, and you go back and you get it again, and the quality control just isn't there, and it drives me nuts. Well, Ruth's Chris, every time I go there, I get the same exact thing, and it tastes perfect. It comes to order every single time. Every time. Years apart. This birthday will be the same as my last birthday, as my last birthday, as my last birthday, and all the other times I've been there in between. And that's worth every penny to me. Consistency in steak is so hard to find that I don't mind paying for it. You know, it's really good to know when you go to somewhere like Ruth's Chris, where every plate is $100, that you're going to get the same meal every time you go. I mean, that's invaluable, I think. Obviously, you're paying for it. You know, it's not cheap. You know, it's not going to like In-N-Out or you know, Denny's, although they're amazingly consistent. So, my birthday's this week, so I'll go there with my parents and grandparents. That'll be nice, take my grandparents, get them out of the house, just kind of do my part and help out a little bit. And I really enjoy my grandparents, and they've been a huge blessing. Oh, what else is new? I haven't smoked the Il Chepo. I guess I call it a bent Rhodesian Bulldog. You can go back and look at the Triple Pipe Yavo video and tell me what you think it is. I don't have it with me. It's out in the car. But that pipe hangs beautifully. So, I might use that for like a travel pipe. It's a very nice travel pipe. It's got beautiful flame grain. I don't know. I'm just kind of stuck in a rut. I don't know if you ever get this way, but it's just kind of like, God, what am I doing? I'm not, I don't drink that much alone. Usually I have one 6-pack, like this is a pint. I mean, this is the big Guinness pint. But usually I have one of the 6-pack size beers, and that's it, if I'm going to drink alone or whatever. So I'm not drinking that much. I hardly drink at all. Before yesterday, I hadn't had a drink in forever. Since the week before, when we were bowling. I love bowling. I'm good at it, and I really enjoy the strategy of it. I don't know. I just feel like I'm stuck in a rut, and I don't really know. I don't know why that is. I'm supposed to be graduating college in May. That's kind of scary. Not sure what I'm going to do after that. Not sure I'm going to graduate. I might be a summer graduate. There's a lot of unknowns in my future. I'd like to hold a contest, but I'm broke. I mean, I'm not broke, but I know in a couple of weeks I'll have stuff to pay for, so I just don't spend that money. I've been trying to have a contest since 100 subs, but I just never seem to get around to having $100 extra for first, second, and third place prizes. I don't know. I'm just kind of in a funk. You ever get that way where you're just kind of like, I don't know if you've watched Winnie the Pooh, but the donkey Eeyore, he just kind of plods along and feels sorry for himself. I don't really feel sorry for myself, but I'm just stuck in a rut, and it's pissing me off. I don't really cuss on YouTube because they're ladies. Nathan and his wife, Angela, Carmen. Those are the few I can think of off the top of my head. But there's nothing worse than being stuck in a rut. This shit sucks. Pardon my French. I'm just going to say it how it is. It's St. Patrick's Day. I'm part Irish. I don't know. I feel like my brain is surrounded with molasses. Or like trying to run in a swimming pool. I just don't feel like I'm going anywhere fast or with any real direction. And it's kind of unnerving, because in 6 months, at the end of summer, I'm going to have to make something of myself. And I've had a lot of big relationship changes in my life. I'm not dating anybody anymore, so that's part of it. I put a bottle on, I jarred up those emotions for a month, and I finally had a few minutes of breathing room and personal time this last weekend, and that hit me like a ton of bricks, and that has something to do with it. But I just don't feel right. Something's off in my life. I don't know. Very strange. Usually I don't excuse me. Usually I don't vent like this on you know, or lay out my trials and tribulations to bear on YouTube. But if you guys have any stuck in a rut experiences, I'd really appreciate, excuse me, you all leaving a comment down below on how you got out of your rut, or, what you did differently in your life, or, oh, look at that. Full head on that Guinness. Dodgers beer mug. Anyways, I interrupted myself. Yeah, how do you get out of a rut? What do you guys do? Do you exercise? Do you go to the shooting range? Do you get drunk? You go hang out with some good friends? Any ideas? Drop a comment. Shoot me a PM. Shoot me a Facebook message if you found me or I found you. If I found you and I recognize you by the profile picture or the name or whatever, I've tried to friend as many people as possible. But don't hesitate to friend me if you find me. I love talking with everybody on YouTube via Facebook. This is something I really, sorry, I'm playing with the Guinness cap. This is something I really don't do, but if you have an extra 10 seconds in whatever you believe, Judaism, Catholicism, some denomination of Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, whatever you believe, just send some good vibes my way, because this whole getting out of college thing and not knowing what I'm going to do and being stuck in a rut is really wearing thin on my nerves. Obviously, I've never done this before, but maybe some of you older folks have. If you've got any advice or whatever, leave a comment, PM me, Facebook me. I'm not hard to find. Anyways, happy St. Patty's Day. This is Bill coming at you with an ice cold Guinness from Reviews by Bill. Thanks for listening, folks. I appreciate it.